of the flight and the fate that Dr. Besigye Kiza, who remains in a pre-trial detention in Luzira prisons, despite the Supreme ruling which took place on 31st January 2025. The Supreme Court directed the executive to take immediate action, including amendment of the UPDF Act and the transfer of the civilian courts of all active cases involving civilians and the military court. However, to date, uncertainty prevails on the status of implementation of the directive of the Supreme Court. For the sake of clarity, I would like to pose the following questions to the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, to the Attorney General, and the Minister of Internal Affairs. 1. Have the legal advisors to government rendered appropriate advice on the continued pre-trial detention of an ailing Dr. Besigye? 2. What is the legal basis for the continued detention of Dr. Besigye in Luzira? 3. Under what instrument does Uganda Prison Service continue to hold Dr. Besigye? 4. What steps have you taken to comply with the Supreme Court directive? 5. How long will we take to conclude the transfer of all active cases involving civilians from the General Court Martial to the civilian courts? What action have been taken to address the concerns surrounding the health of Dr. Besigye? As a House of Representatives, we are a voice of the voiceless. We are elected to speak for those people out there who cannot be in this house. So if we cannot do that, then we are not representing our people. The continued detention of unwell suspected sets a dangerous precedent that may be applied to any one of us. Injustice to anyone is injustice to everybody. Today it is happening to Dr. Besigye, tomorrow it will happen to any of us. There is need to explore other appropriate modalities of confinement, if necessary, than keeping the ailing suspect in unfavorable conditions that may potentially be fatal. I am aware there are legal regimes that govern the pre-trial detention on treatment of suspects with peculiar circumstances, notably the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, and the Trial on Indictment Act, 1971. Honorable members, I'm aware that the presiding officer previously addressed some aspects of this matter on 28th January 2025, on 4th February, on 6th February, and I will not revise his guidance on that. I will therefore invoke Rule 25(1) of the Rules of Procedure and vary the order paper to accommodate to receive an update from the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, from the Minister of Internal Affairs, from the Attorney General on the questions I have asked. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, this morning I had a conversation with the Commissioner General of the Uganda Prison Service to find out the current situation of Colonel Kizza Besigye. He told me the following. As of today, Colonel Kizza Besigye has been on hunger strike for 6 days. This is his 7th day. He is only taking water. He's not eating any food. The Commissioner General informed me that because of the hunger strike, his health has deteriorated and therefore he had to be evacuated to a hospital. His personal doctor took charge of the evacuation in the presence of Colonel Besigye's sister, Dr. Olive Kobusinje. It's not appropriate for me to report details of what was found. This is a part of the doctor-patient confidentiality. But the Commissioner General said definitely his health condition is alarming. Under all the laws of Uganda, any person, especially those who are having health issues, are entitled to treatment. And in this case, the prison authorities were able to take him to the hospital. Comprehensive tests were carried out, and the doctors are managing him. The Commissioner General also informed me that Colonel Kizza Besigye has continued and continues with the hunger strike. And that means, of course, that any medical response will not have a major impact. He will not improve because of the hunger strike. Now, concerning your other question about the advice, the laws, what steps we have taken, how long it will take to transfer the files, I wish to report the following.
Honorable Minister, just on hunger strike. He's not on hunger strike because he loves to be on hunger strike. He is on hunger strike because he believes he is unfairly treated. He is on unfair trial.
Madam Speaker, hunger strike is a form of protest, and I accept what you have stated. He is protesting through hunger strike. All through history, prisoners who feel that they are being unjustly incarcerated have resorted to hunger strike. So, but it is not my purpose to go into detail why he's on hunger strike. I simply reported his condition and we admit that it is alarming. Now, permit me, Madam Speaker,